when people come to the farm, one of the biggest things I try to instill with them or try to explain to them is that we're farmers first. I keep using that expression. We're farmers first. And what I mean by that is I don't ever want anybody thinking of me as a winemaker or a cider maker or anything like that. That's not who we are at all. We're farmers first. In our case, we grow grapes here. Big deal. The rest of our land is into wheat, corn, soybeans. We take the grapes and we turn around and ferment them and make alcohol or wine or cider from them from there. Well, we could do the exact same thing with corn. You can do the same thing with wheat or barley, as you can make a beer from it from that point. So what we really consider ourselves as farmers first, it just happens our product or our crop is grapes, and it happens that the final product is cider and wine. Really, when people come here, we get people visiting us from all over. Yes, we have we're in rural southern Ontario, and a lot of people right around here are used to farmers. That's true. So we get a ton of people come from Toronto up here, from Cambridge, and it's very common. You'll get a couple of young couples, they'll be 30 years old, two young 30-year-old couples. They'll drive up here on maybe their way to the beach and come back. They'll stop in here at the farm, and right off the bat, it's kind of a different experience. They're turning off the highway, gravel driveway. Oh, that's different. Don't see too many of those. And next thing, no yellow strip down the middle. Where do we drive? Next thing, where do we park? No bumper stops. And I tell them it's a farm. Park wherever you want. No offense. So what we want is we want people to feel really comfortable and really easy. And another way of doing that is to include them in a lot of things we do. So what we've done here on the farm is we set up a lot of what we call farm experiences, and whereby when people come, we try to involve them in what we do. So an easy one, or one of a very simple one, is like have a name the wine contest or name the cider contest, things like that. But a little more elaborate is in the fall at harvest time, we have this fall harvest party. And what we do is we invite the public to come out and help us pick grapes. They'll come out, they'll help pick for maybe 3 or 4 hours straight. In the morning, we'll take them back into the winery. At lunchtime, we'll give them a nice big hot meal. And then they get to sample some of the new products for next year and carry on. And then after lunch, we have this really cool thing where we have a grape stomp, and where we have grapes in half barrels, and the people get in there and they can pull up their pants and take their socks and shoes off and stomp grapes to their heart content. And it's a really cool feeling those grapes squishing between your toes, and that's really, really cool from that point. But we do lots of other things. With the vineyard, I'm a runner, and I do a lot of trail running and cross-country running. And so I come out here a lot of mornings and I run the rows of the vineyard. And it's really neat. It's really peaceful. It's kind of fun from there. But we want to organize like a barefoot run from there. We want to involve the public in it, sort of a trail association. But we want to do it a little differently. With us, it's a lot of back to nature and along that line. And so simple things like no artificial drinks. This is strictly just water, other homemade foods, things along that line. We want it as natural as possible. Bare feet only. From there, we'd like to organize and just keep it as fun orientated than maybe a grape stomp afterwards, stuff like that. That's what we're all about.